You are not the same person you were 2 years ago. And stress did that. Not gradually, not slowly. Stress rewires you at a biological level. And most people never even notice it happening. Your personality, your memory, your ability to feel joy, your relationships, your physical health. Chronic stress touches all of it. And here is the part that nobody warns you about. The changes do not always feel like stress. Sometimes they just feel like you becoming a different person. So today we're going to look at exactly what chronic stress does to who you are. Because understanding it is the first step to getting yourself back. And stay until change number 5. Because that one is the one most people recognize in themselves last. But it is the most dangerous of all. But first, what exactly is chronic stress? Because there is a big difference between being stressed and being chronically stressed. Normal stress is short-term. Your body handles a threat and then recovers. Chronic stress is when the threat never turns off. Your body stays in emergency mode for weeks, months, sometimes years. And your body stays in emergency mode that long. It starts making permanent changes. Here is what those changes actually are. Change 1. You become a different thinker. Chronic stress shrinks the prefrontal cortex. That is the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking, decision-making, and impulse control. Under chronic stress, it literally gets smaller. This means under chronic stress, you make worse decisions. You are more impulsive. You react before you think. And the worst part? You do not even realize it is happening. Change 2. Your memory starts failing you. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol. And cortisol damages the hippocampus. That is the part of your brain that forms and stores memories. Long-term stress literally makes it harder to remember things. Names, dates, conversations, things you knew perfectly will start slipping, and people around you notice before you do. Change 3. Your emotional baseline shifts permanently. Before chronic stress, you might have been optimistic, easygoing, patient. After long-term stress, your default emotional state quietly shifts toward anxiety, irritability, and a feeling of low-level dread that never fully goes away. And this is not weakness. This is your amygdala, your brain's alarm system, becoming hypersensitive after being on high alert for too long. It starts seeing threats everywhere, even where there are none. Change 4. Your personality quietly changes. People who were once outgoing become withdrawn. People who were patient become short-tempered. People who are ambitious lose their drive completely. And the scary thing is it happens so gradually that you do not notice until someone else points it out. Stress researcher Dr. Robert Sapolsky found that chronic stress literally erodes the neural connections associated with positive emotions and social engagement. You do not choose to become more withdrawn. Your brain rewires itself that way. Change 5. And this is the one I told you to wait for. You lose your ability to feel joy. This is called anhedonia, and is one of the most devastating effects of chronic stress. The things that used to light you up just stop working. Food loses its taste. Music loses its feeling. Laughter stops reaching you inside. And this is why chronically stressed people often say things like, I do not know who I am anymore, or I just feel nothing. That numbness is not laziness. That is your dopamine system being suppressed by prolonged cortisol exposure. Change 6. Your relationships start breaking down. When you're in chronic stress mode, your nervous system interprets even safe, loving relationships as potential threats. You become more defensive, more reactive, more likely to push people away, even people you love. And the people around you do not always understand why you have charm. They just know that you have. And slowly some of them stop trying. Change 7. Your body starts aging faster. Chronic stress accelerates cellular aging by shortening your telomeres. Telomeres are the protective caps on your DNA. The shorter they get, the faster you age biologically. Research shows chronically stressed people can age up to 10 years faster at a cellular level. Your hair thins. Your skin changes. Your immune system weakens. You get sick more often. You heal more slowly. Chronic stress does not just change your mind. It changes your body from the inside out. Now, here is what most stress content gets completely wrong. It tells you to just relax. Take a bath. Go for a walk. And while those things help in the short term, they do not reverse the deep biological changes that chronic stress has already made. What actually reverses chronic stress damage takes time and deliberate action. But it is absolutely possible. Your brain has neuroplasticity, which means it can rebuild, it can rewire, it can heal. Step 1. You have to remove or reduce the source. Not manage it. Remove it wherever possible. A stressor that never goes away will always outrun your recovery. Step 2. Sleep is non-negotiable. During deep sleep, your brain literally clears out cortisol and stress waste products through something called the glymphatic system. No sleep means no recovery. Full stop. Step 3. Exercise is the single most proven intervention for reversing chronic stress damage. It regrows hippocampal neurons. It reduces cortisol. It rebuilds the prefrontal cortex. 30 minutes a day changes your brain chemistry faster than almost anything else. Step 4. Connection is medicine. Meaningful human connection directly counteracts the neurological damage of chronic stress. The research is overwhelming. Loneliness accelerates stress damage. Connection reverses it. Step 5. Professional support. If chronic stress has already changed who you are, you do not have to find your way back alone. Therapy, specifically trauma-informed therapy and somatic therapy, directly targets the neurological changes stress causes. And here is something I want you to really hear. The version of yourself that chronic stress has created is not the real you. It is a survival response, a coping mechanism your nervous system built to protect you. But it is not permanent. The real you is still in there, waiting. And with the right support and the right environment and enough time, you can come back. So let me ask you something honest. How many of those 7 changes did you recognize in yourself just now? 1 or 2? You were in the early stages. Pay attention now before it deepens. 3 or 4? Your nervous system is telling you something important. Please listen. 5 or more? This is your sign to reach out for support. Today, not tomorrow. Chronic stress is not just having a hard time. It is a biological emergency that your body is experiencing, and you deserve to take it seriously. If this video hit home for you today, share it with someone who is carrying too much and does not realize what it is doing to them. Drop a comment below. Tell me which change hit you hardest. And tell me how long you think you have been carrying chronic stress without calling it what it actually is. And subscribe, because on this channel we do not just talk about mental health in a surface level way. We go all the way to the science, all the way to the root, all the way to the truth, because that is the only place real change begins. New video coming very soon. See you in the next one.